It's all about money these days in football. Stevie Nicol is here with me. We're talking about this because I can think of possibly one manager that has recently been moaning about budgets for targets.
Really?
I mean, I don't know really who. All right, we know it's Jose Mourinho, but Stevie, how do you compare it back in the day from when, because you've managed and of course you've played, to what we're seeing now? What has caused this drastic change?
Well, the fact that teams have more money means they're spending more money. But, you know, it's all relevant. There were teams back when I was playing who had more money than other teams. But it didn't necessarily mean that they were the best teams. You know, it's one thing to spend money, it's another thing to spend it wisely.
Exactly. So should that be the number one thing instead of just throwing money, knowing that you have it, and just buying whoever you can and hope that they turn into a star? Shouldn't there be more thought process behind these things?
Well, we tend to think and hope they are, but when you've spent over $400 million, as Mourinho has, and is complaining that he needs more, I think it's about time he started doing some of his magic on the training field, just like back in my day. You know, Manchester United back in my day were one of those teams who actually had more money than anybody else, and who actually spent more money than anybody else, but they still couldn't win the title. You know, it's sometimes about what you do with your team. How do you get your team to play together? How do you find the right style for your team so that the talent you have gels well and you become a flourishing team? How about trying some of that?
Well, we know that, of course, the market has changed and that these players' prices have to do with that changing market. I know that you'd be priceless, Stevie. We could never put a price on you now. But what about some of the others, people that you know very well, like Kenny Dalglish or even like a Mark Hughes? How much do you think these big names probably would be worth now? Would it justify the prices that we're seeing now?
Again, listen, I was around when Trevor Francis was the first £1 million player and everybody was aghast. Now we're looking at Neymar's that go for 220 million, was it?
For defenders going for the price of strikers.
We got Van Dijk going for £75 million. Listen, the price tag I never like to talk about because it's only relevant to the money that's available now. At the end of the day, people like Shearer, people like Dalglish, like Rush, people like Mark Hughes that was at Man United and then went to Barcelona. These are guys who every single team in the world would want to play for them, and they would pay, if they had the money, the going rate.